in that fight? What did you guys have a disagreement, or like what happened between you two?
Man, so I tell this story all the time. He was wrong. He know he was wrong because he apologized to me several times. So we were in a Friday practice. Now, when I first came in 01, I was coming in for a camp body. Then in 02, I came in training camp, but they wanted me to learn all the positions, Z, X, Y, and W, right? 4 receivers. In case somebody got hurt, I can go in and fill in as a fill-in receiver. So in training camp, I did that. But during the season, I only played Z and X. That was bagging up Rocket or Joey, not the inside slot guys. So we get to the week of Carolina that Friday, and Joey and Rocket were both hurt. So they threw me in on Friday in the W spot. I hadn't ran it in 8-9 weeks in camp, so I forgot to play. So I was supposed to went in and I went out, and Quincy had threw it out, and it got picked off by Pat Dennis. So I get back in the huddle. My receiver coach named Wes Chandler was like, "Learn your dog." I'm like, "Coach, my bad." And Jerry Jones on the sideline, he's like, "Learn your dog." I'm like, "Coach, man, my bad, bro. I messed up. Learn your dog." So now this time I'm pissed off. So I get the huddle, and I'm kind of, mumbling some little words. So Emmitt, we in the back of the huddle, and I'm right beside him. And he like, "Learn your and shut the fuck up." At this point, I'm already mad at Wes. So I'm like, "Man, you. So I take off my helmet, reach down and give me a towel on the ground, wipe my face. While I'm reaching down and get back up, he slapped me in the back of my head. Hard in the back of my head. So I turn around and I locked up with him. And we tussling and we turning each other. And he's strong as hell. And so I went down the ground and he stepped on my stomach with his cleats. So I jumped back up and I went back at him again. And everybody kept grabbing me. I kept on getting loose. Because at this point, I'm just irate. And so then I felt somebody grab me and I couldn't move. In fact, they picked me up off the ground. My feet were dangling. And I look back, it's Larry Allen. And Larry, man, Larry is cock strong. Larry's a man of very few words. He was like, "Calm down. Stop that. You're going to get your ass cut. Calm down. You can't fight him. You're fighting the wrong one." I'm like, "Man, he slapped me." He's like, "I understand that, but calm down." So at that point, I was so mad that Coach Campbell sent me in the locker room. I was done with practice. Coach sent me in. I remember going in and sitting in my locker the whole time. I was just in a different mindset, wanting to really get him bad. And I'm sitting there at my locker. I got undressed. And when practice ended, everybody walked in and they could see how mad I was. But Emmitt walked in, but he never would look at me. His locker sat across from mine towards my left. He never looked at me. So I remember Rocket Ismail saying, "Young brother, let it go. Let it go, young brother." Because, Rocket is real spiritual, he's real positive. "Young brother, let it go." Man, this dude slapped me. So the whole time, just sitting there looking, just watching him the whole time. Focus on Emmitt only. I want to go over there and get him. Well, everybody left the damn room. Folks had showered and went home. I'm still sitting there. I ain't took my shower yet. So I finally got in the shower and I went home. The crazy part about it is when I got home, my girlfriend, now wife, already knew about it because Emmitt's wife had called her. So I don't know how she knew about it, But I got home, she already knew. Well, that Saturday in walkthrough, I had a reverse where Emmitt catch the pitch and hand the ball to me, and I come back around. So we get there that next morning, and I'm still just looking at him like, "I want to kick your ass, man. You freaking put your hands on me." So we in practice, and they give him the reverse. So pitch the ball to him, and I come back around and get it. So when I got the ball from him, I was trying to take his arm off his damn body. I took the ball and his arm. I was still mad at his ass, man. So the crazy part about it is that next morning, as you wake up and you watch the pregame show with Phil Simms and Dion back then on CBS, And I mean, they're just dogging me. Swinton, disrespectful, young second-year guy, fighting, not telling the whole story. Just dogging me, the media dogging me. So I get to the stadium that Sunday, and so I walk out the tunnel and I come down and all I hear is boo. I had never been like criticized or scrutinized in my career like that. So I didn't know how to react after that. So at that point, mentally I was gone. And the whole time, I would catch punch in the pregame. All I got was boos. And people kept on saying, keep your head up, man. But I was mentally gone. So at the end, right before we go in the locker room, the last punt come to me, I catch it. The team runs down. I get the ball in the air. There's 1, 2, 3 Cowboys, right? At midfield. Well, Emmitt felt that. So after everybody kind of broke off and walked off, he grabbed my hand and put me back to midfield. And he hugged me and he apologized to me and said he was wrong for that. And that was cool because everybody cheered, yada, yada, yada. But at that point, mentally, I was gone. I wasn't no good that game. Now, I did have that long reverse, that long run. That's all I freaking did that game. It was like I was in outer space. I never felt so bad, so down in my career because people were booing me and scrutinizing me for this man slapping me. And so, but yeah, that fight. So when he was on the radio in Arkansas some years after that, maybe 2007 or 2008, a fan had called in and asked him about that. And he spoke about it. And he said he was wrong, that he apologized, to me on the air. And so that was good. But then he came in town about 4 years ago, it was, for a speaking engagement. And he and my wife, we went to a restaurant afterwards and ate. And we talked for a good long while about everything. And I mean, we're good, but he knows. But the funny part about that, Mark, the following year, I'm in Detroit. And I shouldn't maybe say this, but I'm gonna say it. It's kind of juicy. The following year, I'm in Detroit, and we're playing Green Bay on Thanksgiving. And Fox is doing a game. And I won't say his name, but one of Fox #1 anchors. I'll let you figure it out. He calls me after practice, calls me over to the side. Swinton, come here. I said, what's up, man? Yeah, so we shook hands, He said, man, I'm proud of you. I said, what do you mean? He said, it's about time somebody fought that so-and-so person. And I said, really? This is coming from you? It's about time somebody fought him. Apparently, people had been scared of him all them years and wouldn't go back at him or talk back to him. Apparently, I was the first one to challenge him like that. And so what he was saying was it's about time somebody, stood up to him. And from that point, man, like he always respected me, spoke to me, and we had no issues after that.
Was that
Google it, you'll find it.
Was that certain somebody? Was that we're number 8?
Hey, man.
I know what you're getting at, Reggie, because like sometimes with the fans, they're quick to see that soundbite or the headline, and they're just all of a sudden going, Emmitt's my guy, or if it's some other star, and they're not reading the rest of what happened, and they're automatically taking sides. Yeah, that's unfortunate that you went through that. And then, like you said, like that particular game, you had to get yourself recalibrated and get your mind back in. But different things that happened that week, plus the pregame, it puts you in a completely different perspective.
Yeah, man. Really, it could have been Jerry Jones slapping me. You're not going to put your hands on me and me not react. Just so happened to be him at the time he was on the road to breaking Walter Payton record. And in fact, I have something. All right. So when he broke the record, he gave the entire team a watch that had like his picture in there, and he gave us a Palm Pilot, and he gave us this. I've never opened it. Has his name, October 27th, 2002, when he broke it. I've never opened it. 16,743.
Nice.
And at some point in time, I will open it, but I haven't yet. And that's been, 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I'm proud of it.
Who were you tightest on the team with during your time with the Cowboys? Who was your
Randall Williams?
Randall.
Yeah. We still tight now. We talk. In fact, his son is being recruited by a school locally here in Little Rock. So he came in town yesterday, but we didn't have time to catch up because I was busy. But yeah, we still real close. And then the other guy who I was close to, we talk often, is Rocket Ishmael.
Rocket was kind of a mentor.
Oh yeah, man. Like Rocket was my rock. Rocket is a great guy. And then Quincy Carter, we still talk all the time as well. But yeah, Randall, in that order, Randall, Rocket, and then Quincy.